All right, welcome to the Russellville School District March meeting. Everybody welcome, and with that, we're going to go straight into the pledge. Got it. We'll get started.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you very much, and congratulations to all the students and teachers and faculty of the month. Well, the next item is by far and away the most exciting item we have on the agenda tonight. We'd like to welcome Dr. Jenny McDonald as our new superintendent. And Dr. McDonald, we are ecstatic you're here, and we are all looking forward to the future of RSD. And I'm going to turn it over to you just for a second. I've got a few other comments I'd like to make.
Thank you so much. I am so excited to be here. It's been an amazing first few days, and I can't wait to see what the rest of the year holds. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And we are inviting everyone to a March 28th welcome reception at the Center for the Arts from 3 to 5. And I want to say a couple more things. I'm proud of the board. This board spent a lot of hours going through applications and interview process and try to do it the right way. We try to do it, make everything transparent to the community. And I feel like we did that. And I feel like we made the right decision. I feel like we made the right choice, and I'm excited about it. And having said that, I would be remiss if I didn't say that Mr. Vining, you did a fine job. And we put you into we put you into a bad situation, and you made this district, in my opinion, is trending the right direction because of your leadership over the last year. And that's not probably been said enough, but you did a good job in a really tough spot, and we appreciate it. And we're going to honor you at next month's board meeting. So thank you very much to you. Anybody else want to say anything before we go on? Okay. All right. Down to number 5, approve adding addenda items. We did have to make a late addenda item to staff, and so I need to entertain a motion to approve it.
I'll make a motion to add the addendum items to the.
Okay. Mr.
Jeremy will second.
I got a motion by Mr. White and a second by Mr. Keister. Any more discussion? Ms. Wynn? Yes or no?
Yes.
Mr. Barrett?
Yes.
I'm a yes. Mr. White?
Yes.
Keister?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Jackamore?
Yes.
It is unanimous. Thank you. All right. And down to number 7, the consent agenda item. Dr. McDonald has asked to pull and remove H from the agenda, from the consent agenda, and I need to entertain a motion to pull that letter from the agenda.
I'll make a motion that we remove consent item number 8.
I second that.
Thank you.
H, sorry.
H, yeah, letter H. Same thing, Ms. Wynn? Yes? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Mr. Barrett?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Keister?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Jackamore?
Yes.
And I'm a yes. And with that, I'm going to assume that the rest of the consent agenda is approved. And that brings us on down to finance. Mr. Robertson, the floor is yours, sir.
All right. We're going to take a look at period 8. Get the slideshow up there. We'll start out with teacher salary fund. We went in with a difference of $245,089. Our operating fund, we ended with a difference of being down $62,032. Debt service, we ended with a difference of being $805,655. Once again, it's just prior year refundings that we've done to just throw our payments. They're not consistent year to year now. Legal balance, which is funds 1, 2, and 4, we ended with being up $498,535. Building fund, we ended up being up $1.8 million, $1,824,484. Capital outlay, we ended with a difference of being up $280,448. I always like to notate of the $1.6 million there, we have about $178,000 of expenses waiting to process. The bulk of it's still being band instruments and pianos. Federal grants fund, we end with a difference of $1,829,760. If you notate or see that note out to the side of the 1.1 million or 1.2 million negative balance, 943,000 of that is their ESSER funds. So we're still waiting to receive those. Last funds are food service. We ended up being up $773,197. Once again, Daniel's still wanting to come present kind of where we stand right now. But of that 950,000, we have about 100,000 still of equipment still waiting to come in to process. So everything's still looking good. It's food service. Mills are up, the reimbursements are up, so he's itching to come present. We pick a good month, so.
Very good.
That's a normal and quiet period 8.
All right, thank you, Mr. Robertson. I'd entertain a motion to approve period 8 financial report.
I'll make a motion to approve
Ms.
the
Hall?
financial form for period 8.
Got a motion by Ms. Hall,
Second. Sorry.
second by Mr. Keister. All right, Ms. Wynn?
Yes.
Mr. Barrett?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Keister?
Yes.
Ms. Hall?
Yes.
And Mr. Jackamore?
Yes.
And I am a yes. Thank you, Board. That brings us down to policy, and I will recognize Board. Ethan Hodge, PPC President, is in attendance if we have any questions. Furthermore, we went through these. I'll stop there and say this. Our leadership team has spent 1 million hours revisiting these policies and procedures, and we appreciate that very much. And hopefully next school year we don't have to have near as many lunches talking about policies and changes. But there is a lot of work on policy, or on number 9 under policy, that somebody's put a lot of hours into this. So, Board, we did go through this, and I would entertain a motion. If you have questions, Mr. Hodge is here to answer anything.
I'll entertain a motion to approve everything under policy.
Got a motion by Ms. Hall.
Second.
I got a second by Mr. White. And roll call once again, Ms. Wynn,
Yes.
Mr. Barrett,
Yes.
Mr. White,
Yes.
Mr. Keister,
Yes.
Mrs. Hall,
Yes.
and Mr. Jackamore.
Yes.
And I am a yes. That passes unanimously. All right. On to number 10, building and grounds. I need to make sure, under A, approve purchase of warehouse located at 1405 South Oswego, not North Oswego Avenue. So I think in the original documents that came out to the community, we had an N there instead of an S, which is no big deal, but I did want to read that for the minutes. And then I need two separate motions under A and another motion under B for Justin Robertson to sign closing documents on behalf of Russellville School District. So I need two different motions, one for A and one for B, please.
This is Don. I make a motion to purchase the warehouse located at 1405 South Oswego.
Got a motion by Mr. Jackamore.
Second.
Got a second by Mr. Barrett. Any other discussion?
Yeah, just real quick, I don't want to blow through this too fast without recognizing the effort put out on this. I won't go into a lot of detail, but
On the purchase of the building?
on the purchase of the building, because, you know, we've been short of a warehouse facility since we tore this down. And instead of saying, okay, we got to go buy something right now, we got to find property, we got to build something new, you know, Mr. Holt and the administration were very patient and looked at several buildings, and their patience paid off, because this is a great deal for the district and a little bit of investment in it, and it's going to be a great facility for us. So that was a good job, Mr. Holt, the rest of the administration, Mr. Vining. And I think it just goes to show, and I was going to say something earlier, you know, about Mr. Vining and the administration, but you know, I've been here for 10 years. This is the strongest administration that we've had in place since I've been here. And I'm talking top to bottom. These people sitting right here on this front row are amazing. And like you said, on the personnel, a lot of it's overlooked, and it's not acknowledged how much effort and work goes into it, as opposed to, you know, just the routine stuff, because I don't think they do anything routine. They put out a lot of effort because they care and they make sure it's right. So you've got some good people around you. You're going to do well.
I agree. Thank you, Mr. Barrett. On the floor, I have a motion by Mr. Jackamore and a second by Mr. Barrett on number A. Roll call once again. Ms. Wynn?
Yes.
Mr. Barrett?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Keister?
Yes.
Mrs. Hall?
Yes.
And Mr. Jackamore?
Yes.
And I am a yes. Thank you, Board. And that leaves us to, I need another motion to approve Mr. Robertson to sign the closing documents on behalf of RSD.
So moved.
Okay. And Barrett with the motion.
I'll second that.
Jackamore with a second. Any more discussion? And roll call once again. Ms. Wynn?
Yes.
Mr. Barrett?
Yes.
Mr. White?
Yes.
Mr. Keister?
Yes.
Mrs. Hall?
Yes.
Mr. Jackamore?
Yes.
And I am also a yes. So, gets us down to personnel. So this is where kind of things change here this afternoon. So Board, if nobody has any objections, we do need to go to a quick executive session.
Can I make one comment before we go in?
Absolutely. Yes,
There's
sir.
no other in here. Ethan's sitting back there, but I had an opportunity, just worked out good. I could go and watch that Vex Robotics Championship on Saturday morning.
Yep.
It's been a while since I've been there. I remember when there were very few that participated in that, and there are a lot that participate in now. But like I told him, it was organized chaos. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, it is definitely a state tournament atmosphere, and a lot of people there. I don't quite understand it, but you know, it appeared like, I mean, basically you had 4 different groups competing with robots at the same time. And the idea was to get a little old deal. I don't know if they call that the fulcrum or whatever it was, but it's a little old deal like that. that had a rod sticking out of it. And then there were little purple rings sitting around. And I think you get more points if you can actually get some of those rings with your robot, put them up over the rod, and then you stack your little fulcrum on a movable platform. And I assure you, the Cyclones know how to do that, because I watched people knock and hit those things all over. Some of them could get their one individual little stand stacked over there, but I watched two of ours, of course, one giving directions, the other one's explaining it, just boom, 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 put those little purple deals on top of that thing and just, wow, it was there just like that. I mean, before you blink an eye, our kids had it on there, and that was consistent throughout. But I didn't get to stay, but I went back home. I thought, I'm going to get on YouTube and watch some more of this. But Ethan sent it out. Our kids did quite well, as they usually do. But you know, I get to see a lot of neat things, fun things, but I thoroughly enjoyed that, Ethan. And our kids are good, and thank you. I understand you're working both high school and junior high. So I know you're putting in a lot of work, and that, well, there's some kids there. Probably, you know, that's their thing. I mean, and I don't doubt that a lot of those kids will get a good job one of these days with their little maneuvers. But thank you. I just wanted to mention that.
Thank you, Mr. White. And
They did.
Awesome.
Okay.
Good, very good.
that's great.
I felt like that was Andy.
Okay,
Explaining everything.
All right, so it is 5:16, and we're going to go to executive session, and we're going to go back here. And folks, if you're wanting to stay, I don't think this is going to take long, okay? So bear with us here.